So this is the guy, Cardinal, go down. Yeah, Cardinal Tagle. He's a Filipino one. Cardinal Louis Tagle. Now, I think this guy is my pick. I think we call him Eastern Hemis. I think an Eastern Hemi is going to be the one because with the influence China has and all that, they want an Eastern Hemi in that seat.
I mean, it would be a wild. I don't think that's anything like that's ever happened.
No,
because it's really about the other Cardinals voting.
Right.
So you go, how many of them are going to be like Eastern Hemi's the way to go?
But he stacked the court.
Right.
Yeah,
Pope Francis
he nominated a lot of guys who were who were like
liberal
into what he was doing. It's basically he stacked them with a lot of like pro-abortion.
The highest chance of getting a truly like this guy's not going to make it. Cardinal Pietro Parolin at 70, he just looks like too many other guys.
I'm sorry to say, I know you guys are Catholic. I don't want to disrespect, but there's no way I'm leaving this guy in a room with my kid for more than 5 seconds.
Right.
I mean, it's just on his face.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on a lot of their faces.
Yeah.
This guy, no.
Yeah, this is the Frenchman.
Yeah.
He's the favored.
He's the favorite?
That's what it says. Yeah. He's the favored successor.
See, no, I don't think, I really in my heart think that it's like there's no way they can give it to another white guy. It's just not possible. But if they're saying he's the favorite, but you never know because what happens now, if you watch the movie Conclave, what happens now
it's great.
Is they're going to start to dig into these guys' past. So like if they got anything that they need to find.
Oh, and they got stuff.
They got stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not giving it to this guy, this Dutch
guy?
No way.
No way.
No way a freaky deaky Dutch I'm not having you with your wooden shoes walking around my freaking Vatican.
There's no way they're voting for the Dutchman.
No way.
It's not happening.
All right, let's see. He's 71. How about this guy, Cardinal Malcolm Ranjit? This is an Indian kid.
That's crazy.
Yeah, could you imagine?
Dude, but this is maybe it's 2025. Maybe it is going to be the Filipino or the Indian.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's the time it could happen.
This guy's from Sri Lanka.
Well, if you think about it as a business, you want to go where the population's at, right? Our Hollywood movies, they make money in China. We need that market. So you want to go Eastern Hemi just to appeal.
Pretty crazy.
And if you do really want to fight
Get
the Muslims,
the fuck out of here.
Cardinal Robert Sarah. This guy, Cardinal Robert Sarah, is legitimately from Africa.
Yeah.
He's from Dakar.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they can you do that? Are they allowed to vote for that? Imagine somebody puts a vote like, are we allowed? I want to vote for him. Is that can we do
this
it?
question mark?
Yeah, they're like, I think if I'm allowed to, you think he has zero chance?
I mean, I don't like it depends on what this conclave looks like, right? Like I do feel like it's like anything. There's a time where you go, it's impossible, and then you get enough people that think a certain way that like evolve, progress along, that these things are possible. I don't know. I mean, I don't know this guy's standing with the other Cardinals, because that's really what it is that they go, we have the confidence in this person.
We can agree on this. We can agree on this, that for sure Cardinal Robert Sarah from Dakar, definitely out of all the candidates, does have the biggest cock.
He has to.
That we can absolutely confirm.
Which, by the way, check that box. I'd like him in charge. Yeah.
Now, are you guys saying this because he's an African gentleman?
Well, I'm just, not necessarily. I'm just saying he just looks like a man with a big penis. He looks like that's what the robes cover.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all dick under there.
Yeah. Now, is it tough because he's black? Like, are you saying it's going to be tough to have a black pope?
Well, not for us. Yeah. We don't mind, but I think the papacy is going to not do that.
That would be funny if Tom was like, whoa, don't speak for me.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey.
No, I am saying that. Yeah, I don't want no black guy.
No, I think it's funny because it's like there used to be movies that like the whole premise of, not even that long ago, they were like, imagine if we had a black president, and like that was the hilarious premise. Yeah. That like Bernie Mac is the president.
I can guarantee you this. I can guarantee you this: if Cardinal Robert Sarah from Dakar somehow does win the Pope, within minutes after he is nominated or accepts the Pope, in my group chat, one of my friends will send this Pope in the Pope mobile with rims on it.
Yeah. Those will be there.
That's what's going to happen, and all those memes are going to start to go around.
It will
tricked out,
explode.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Pimp My Ride, Pope mobile,
and the chain will just be.
It's just within minutes. I mean, literally moments.
Park Hill Projects kind of thing.
I mean, moments after Donald Trump got shot, when his ear was bleeding, and he had that fist up in the group chat, they put "Let's Go Mets" over that Donald Trump picture. So those are the kind of friends I have.
Yes.
Now let me ask you this question: woman possible?
No, because there's no way. You have to be a cardinal.
Yeah.
So
there,
I think a woman will become a priest in our lifetime. I think they'll open that up.
Probably.
Or at least let the priest get married.
Maybe that by the time we're a little bit older.
So he's probably not going to make it. Then we got go down a little bit more. Oh, those are it. So we got Cardinal.
Those are the front runners.
Those are the Robert Sarr from Dakar, the Asian kid, the Indian kid,
the
a
Dutch guy
kid who's not going to make it, and then the Frenchman is the one right now who's in the lead.
I don't know. Here's the thing: the closest to like what we're used to is the Frenchman, right?
Right.
Like it's from the region that's still a Catholic, country,
Right.
Historically, and like I don't know, but I just feel like it might be time for that shift.
Dude, I honestly, if I was Pope too, because you can pick honestly any name you want. It doesn't have to. They just do traditional, but I would go something wild. I would go Pope LeBron. That's what I would say.
Yeah, something with an apostrophe.
Yeah.
Pope Dequel.
Pope Dequel. Yeah. Pope LeBron would be my choice.
How do they measure? Is it by stats? Is it like what do they do? How do they draft it? Like
so, these Cardinals are all going to go into this room.
Yeah.
And they're going to go through rounds of voting.
Right.
And then if they don't have the number of votes you needed to be, they'll put them all into this like fireplace, and they'll put out black smoke, which means that they have to do another session, and they'll do rounds of that until until there's a majority vote for one.
And what do they base it on? What are they looking at? A guy's numbers? Are they going?
I think
guy's got 14.
They usually are like
confessions, 100 confessions.
These Cardinals. It's a power play thing,
Yeah.
right? And it's under the guise of like this is a moral and upstanding, but it is just like politics,
Right?
So they're just going like, he's been at it whatever 40 years, and he's this type of guy. Sometimes they'll also follow along with somebody's like they know that someone might be ultra conservative, and so the other cardinals that are conservative go, we want to make sure.
Got it.
So and then somebody
very political.
Yeah, it can
Oh
be
my
very-
God!
yeah.
So because Saint Peter was the first pope, but that was just like bestowed upon him by Jesus. They say so. That's a lot of people have problems with the way this is. They said if you really want, because especially Pope, the head of a religion, there shouldn't be any political thing attached to it. It's like the ego, like it's like the president. It's like you can't be a good guy and be the president only because the whole thing of you wanting all the power is technically not good.
Yeah.
So the Pope wanting all the power, it's like, yes, they're a good guy. Like maybe they're very religious, sure. But if you really wanted just the good Pope, you just have to randomly pick someone and say, well, you're the Pope now because you're just a priest and,
Do you think they consider now like scandals? They're looking at a guy.
Sure.
Like, what do they call it? His area? Is he a bishop or something? Or
you
cardinal?
go from you go priest, then bishop, then you rise up the ranks just like dude, it's like Tom said, it's like a politician. It's like being a referee.
Cardinals have like a region.
So they're like regional managers.
Yeah.
If this was a corporation, the Pope is like the CEO.
Yes.
And then the Cardinals are like the regional managers.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
right.
you got franchises.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
priests.
Yeah.
Yeah. And those are like the Indian guys that own subways.
It's a hell of a business.
It was a big.
it's a fucking,
Ours was a big. It was big in my community because it was Bishop Thomas Dolan. Bishop. We would always thank Bishop Thomas Dolan at the end of every mass, and then Bishop Thomas Dolan became a cardinal.
Yeah.
So that
big
was
time.
huge. Like that. I remember that being in the Ridgewood Gazette. Like, dude, our bishop just made it to the big leagues.
Yeah, that's big
And we were
leagues.
like, he was at our church.
he got called up.
Yeah. He got called up big, and it was huge news.
Yeah.
Does any of it have to do with the charisma, the way he delivers a sermon?
Sure.
Hold
all-
a wafer?
all that.
It's all
plays a
you
role.
can't. And you also have to play the game the right way. Like you got to be out there and being like, gays go to hell. You have to do that.
Yeah, but
You
now,
can't-
well, this guy's he cozied up to the gays the last guy.
a little, but he
Yeah.
did stop short. Pope Francis did stop short of saying gays should allow to be married. So I think the media, you're going to see. I think the media is going to want to see a guy get in that's going to allow gays to be married. Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost hard to have new popes that aren't somewhat more progressive than the last, because just like you're pope sometimes for 20 plus years, so like the times change. So like there's conservative Catholics who think that Pope Francis was too progressive, like that he was like moving along too many things.
But are they making the same mistake that Hollywood made in assuming that people want diversity and they want LGBTQ?
Bingo.
Yeah, are they?
Right.
Is going back to white the way to go? Nate Bargatze, Shane Gillis, is that the way we go?
It could be.
I mean,
It very much could be
Yeah.
because these things do swing on this pendulum, and it usually goes one way, and then people go enough of that, and then
it'll
go the other way.
Yeah.
So we should maybe the next pope should just go real old school and be like that first guy and just
Hardcore.
start cutting people's fingers off and throwing them in the river.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Maybe this new pope just goes. Not only is gay marriage not allowed, we don't want interracial couples.
Yeah.
You guys are all out.
Everybody get out.
Yeah.